Hello, it's John Heaton, and today I'm going to look at the pretty superb DVD collection from Paul McCartney, which came out in 2007. It's called McCartney Years. This very much filled a gap in the market when it came out. For years and years I'd been buying VHS copies of all the videos, not very good quality, bootleg kind of sound quality and picture quality not great either. And then this came not quite out of the blue, but it was very welcome because it collected a lot of the videos from the 70s, 80s and first half of the 90s, goes all the way up to Chaos, which would be, 2005. So it's 70s, 80s, 90s and up to Chaos. But I'll come on to mention the fact that we're missing. It's actually missing more than I thought. Because I thought that it wasn't, for example, including Driving Rain, but it does include that time period, but nowhere to be seen anything from Driving Rain on this particular package. So good value for money, seem to remember when it came out. 3 DVDs, can't remember how much I paid, but it was about £25, nothing major. Interesting to see that in the early days the videos weren't really made in the same way, in that people weren't lip syncing to the words. So I'm thinking of when the Beatles started making videos, although they did mime to Paper Writer and Rain, they didn't to Penny Lane and Strawberry Fields, and they didn't to Something, but I suppose they did to Hey Jude and Revolution, so they were kind of ahead of its time. But a couple of these early McCartney videos, he's not even bothering to mime the words. It's just, for example, the video to Maybe I'm Amazed is just a collection of photos of him and Linda. Much more interesting is the video for Heart of the Country, where it's literally Paul and Linda, with Paul heavy-bearded, Ram period, just running around the countryside on horseback and down on the beach, dipping their toes in the water and stuff. Just a very lovely video, but not lip syncing. They did try lip syncing quite early on with Sea Moon and Hi Hi Hi, with those 2 videos, and then mostly from then on you found Paul lip syncing the words pretty much without exception. Just want to point out, although I think there's a lot of stuff on here if you look at the track listing, and even McCartney's doing commentary on selected videos, which is very interesting because he's giving his reminiscences of when it was recorded, and for example the London Town song, he's remarking about Linda's nice earrings, and you can tell he's got a soft spot for that song, and just really nice to hear the commentary. I've been listening to this again, having fixed up my sound system, so I'm able to watch DVDs with proper sound, which makes a big difference. Just want to say a couple of things missing from here. By the way, before I do that, I want to say this is much more comprehensive than anything from the other Beatles. Well, first, there is a DVD of John videos, but a lot of them are put together after he died, and they're not really proper videos in terms of he's not taking part in them in his lifetime, and where he is. I think the video for Mind Games is the only one I can think of where he consciously made a video. Instant Karma is footage from Top of the Pops. Imagine is obviously a proper video, but a few of the others are like animations and stuff, and Stand By Me is a straight studio recording with a live vocal, which I suppose is pretty much a video and works extremely well, but there's not too many to choose from Lennon. From Harrison, this I had to buy separately on eBay or Amazon, I can't remember. This came with the Dark Horse box set, so it only covered the Dark Horse period, and it was welcome, but I didn't want to fork out for the whole box set, so I had to buy it. Luckily it wasn't too expensive on eBay. So this was pleasing, but it doesn't have Blow Away, and it doesn't have True Love. Those are the 2 videos I can think of which are missing, and also the video for All Those Years Ago is not on here either. Anyway, back to here. This is pretty comprehensive, but it does miss Mary Had a Little Lamb. Now, I don't know whether Paul made the conscious decision to exclude that, thinking it was a bit twee and the fans didn't like it or the critics didn't like it. But it's obviously a missing link in the McCartney years, because one would want this to be a comprehensive collection of his videos, and it's glaring by its omission, at least it is for me. And they made 3 versions of that particular song. Live and Let Die is also not featured via video, although he performed it on the television show James Paul McCartney from '73, which is also missing. Could have been a nice bonus feature on here. They might have held it back for future releases, I don't know, but that contained a video for Uncle Albert as well, and performances of several Wings songs, Big Barn Bed in particular, which would have been nice on here. And similarly, the TV special that they made for Back to the Egg with all the videos for that album are pretty much missing from here. The only ones to feature are the pre-Egg single Good Night Tonight and one of the album tracks, Baby's Request. So pretty frustrating that Old Siam's getting closer again and again and again and not on here. Arrow Through Me, Winter Rose, Love Awake. Again, one hopes that there'll be an archive release, but we've been waiting an awful long time. Also missing, which I noticed, is Spies Like Us, the single from '85, which admittedly is no great shakes. Stranglehold, the opening song from Press, which I don't think is too good, but James Griffiths and Andrew Brooks like it, so it would have been nice to have it on here. If you want to make it comprehensive, I think there was a video, or at least a live performance of Only Love Remains on the TV performance, could have had that. And then there's a couple of videos from Driving Rain, which I think were made. I can't remember which ones. Is it From a Lover to a Friend or Lonely Road? Nowhere to be seen on here, because this release was made, I suppose, in the aftermath of the Heather Mills divorce, so maybe he just wanted to blank that period. Also interesting to note is that there was no video at all made for Another Day, which was, you would have thought, was a giant step for McCartney in terms of his first solo single. You would have thought he would have made the effort to make a video, but he didn't. I guess just he wasn't in the mood at the time, because he'd just taken the Beatles to court, and maybe he didn't want to show his face too much, let his records do the talking. Girls' School, no video for that I know of, and maybe that's one of the reasons it only got to number 33 in the States. There was no video to promote it with. I've always found it a shame that they didn't shoot a video for Daytime, Nighttime Suffering during the Egg sessions and during the Egg TV special. They could have easily done a video for that. Obviously, because this came out in 2005, it's missing stuff done since, like the really nice video for Dance Tonight, the video for Ever Present Past, and the various videos from New, such as the title track Queenie Eye, are not on here. Egypt Station video is not on here. Rock Show is a kind of a teaser. They've released 7 tracks, and obviously when we got Rock Show, that was made redundant, having these 7 tracks. So they put that one right. Unplugged, again, a teaser, just a few songs. Every Night I Lost My Little Girl and I Love Her. That would be something. But as far as I know, that hasn't been released in its entirety on DVD, so that's a missing link in the canon. There's the Glastonbury headline performance from 2004, which is okay, but to be honest with you, I don't really play live concert Paul too much. I don't mind if I see him live if I'm near the front, but I'm not going to fork out a lot of money to see him from the back anymore. And I'm pretty tired of watching the DVDs of his latter-day concerts. The only DVD I'll reach for is anything from the 70s, which includes the first disc of this. And just to tell you my favourites of his videos in the 70s and 80s, I think Tug of War is an outstanding video and an outstanding song, and about the best song he's done since Wings, in my opinion, or one of the best. Say, 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 I just find a thoroughly annoying video. Sorry for those of you who like that. Some of these ones, as I say, not proper videos. Let's skip to the ones which are. With Little Luck, I think, is a great video. I even enjoy the people dancing along to it, because you can tell they're really enjoying it, because it is a great song. It is a great song, and I don't mind if they're dancing and looking silly, because it's such a great song. Good Night Tonight, it's a classic video with Paul in his 20s outfit with the rest of Wings. Waterfalls is okay as a video, it's a bit annoying. What else have we got? My Love decent, but I was watching it with my son the other day. He said his hairstyle was about the worst during this period. It doesn't annoy me too much, but it was pissing him off. Sea Moon's quite a nice video. Hi Ha Ha is okay. Ebony and Ivory I find charming. I love that video, even though it was not recorded together. Paul was in London, I think, and Stevie was in Los Angeles. Take It Away starts off in fine fashion in the kind of living room with George Martin on the piano and Ringo and Stevie Gadd on the drums, and then it just goes into this kind of band performance with Eric Stewart with his shades on, and then before you know it they're in front of this huge clapping crowd and John Hurt is pretending to be a kind of Brian Epstein figure, and I just find it a bit annoying with all the clapping at the end, but starts off well. Mull of Kintyre video to die for. When I did my rankings of solo Beatles videos, I think I put this all the way at the top. Helen Wheels is not my favourite track, but it's a nice video, with Denny and Linda singing along with the backing vocals. I've Had Enough, it's a decent video with Lawrence and Steve Holley stepping in for the other two because they'd already left by the time London Town came out. Coming Up is a triumph, where Paul dresses up as all kinds of characters. Wonderful Christmas Time is a great video because Wings are all singing along, even though the single was credited to McCartney alone. Junior's Farm is, I think, a performance from Top of the Pops, or a TV show anyway. London Town is a bit of a cringy video, but it's a great song. Mull of Kintyre 2 at Elstree is excellent. Fine video, even though it lacks the authenticity of the Scottish landscape. And then on Volume 2, well, you haven't got such rich pickings. My favourites would be the Pipes of Peace video. My Brave Face is okay. Hope of Deliverance is okay. Once Upon a Long Ago is quite moody with Nigel Kennedy on the violin. Brown Eyed Handsome Man's probably my favourite on that whole disc, actually, with all the dancing going on. Great. Press is a great video with Paul on the London Underground. Off the Ground is a bit cringy. Oh, it has got Spies Like Us. I was wrong, sorry. That is featured on here. So I was wrong. Not a brilliant video though. And then Volume 3, as I say, hardly play really. So compared to his contemporaries and his fellow Beatles, it's a very comprehensive and very welcome video collection, which hasn't been superseded since, although it is a bit out of date, and it's got some missing stuff both of the time and in the intervening years, so they could probably do an updated version if they felt like it, if anyone's buying such things anymore. So thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.